The F-100 Super Sabre, or the Hun as it was warmly known, was introduced to the US Air Force in 1950, fitted with a J-57. On its first flight, the pilot took it up to 35,000 feet, opened the throttle, and smashed through the sound barrier. The first plane ever to go supersonic in level flight. And it was thanks to a feature that was to inspire schoolboys the world over.
Did you used to do drawings like this at school? Go on, own up. One of the salient features of these drawings was always a big flame coming out the back of the aeroplane. Which brings us, conveniently, to one of the more snazzy developments of the jet engine. Now, those of you who've been paying attention will remember that we have our combustion here, which burns and scooshes out the back, driving our turbine, which, along this shaft, drives our compressor, sucking in more air, then we can burn more fuel through the turbine faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. It got so good that the old compressor was producing so much oxygen that some of it would come scooshing out the back end. Now, some boffin noticed this and thought, hello, and decided to start squirting fuel in. This is where the afterburner started. There were little nozzles all the way down the back end here, which squirted extra fuel in at the back end here, a little igniter here, and effectively it worked like a rocket. It just came flying out the back like that and produced tons and tons of thrust.
The afterburner summed up America's attitude to the jet engine. Pure raw power at any expense. It was like saying, we've got so much fuel we can do whatever we like with it. But who cared? At a moment's notice, it would add up to 50% more power.
The producer, who in any other walk of life would be locked up, thinks it might be quite funny to stick some marshmallows in the tail of this afterburn. And guess who got the job?
The method is this. Take the engine up to full power, flick the switch marked AB, and your fuel tank empties into the jet pipe. Bye-bye, Johnny Mick. The J-57 with its afterburner ensured America's aerial dominance in the 50s and soon became the ultimate power unit for peacekeeping in the West. Things must have looked pretty rosy from the United States. However, there was a small detail that had gone awry.